Morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night everyone. This is Peaceful Guide. Today's video is the first vlog of the National Museum of Korea. So this video is going to be divided into two parts because the videos are going to be too long if I upload in one video. So this is the first part of this my vlog at the National Museum of Korea. So please feel free to watch this video, and please remember that I do not get any profit from this video. I do not earn any of it, and if the National Museum of Korea asks me to delete this video, I will delete this video. And let's go. Okay, so now this place is known as the National Museum of Korea. Yes. So there are a lot of national treasures and just treasures. So let's try to go to exhibition. So this is the history of South Korea, if I say correctly. Yes, so the first is pilot tactic. So just tools and the others you can see carefully. So if I describe more about this, so they took up the structure from the rock to make this tool. And now if I go to Neolithic, that's how it looks like. So that's between about 8,000 years ago. So since the old ice are melted in the ice age, that's how they become like this. And because there are lots of shell molds, we can find it out. And that's the bolster that we expect they used. So basically, from this period they start to use the pottery. So they use soil to make this, and these patterns are not just made just for making beautiful, but it helps it to make it more structural, so it can last longer than it can be if without the pattern. And they put into fire to make it harder. And in this period they also start to gather and farm. So that's what they use for gathering and farming. So now I'm into the Bronze Age. At the Bronze Age they started to really elite. So most of the weapons are moved in stone, but some of them and they continue to stone for the tool, but sometimes they also use the bronze as well. And that's the bronze daggers from the first country in South Korea, the Gojoseon. So that's how they make the bronze ware. And this is what happened in the southwest of South Korea. And then they start to have the iron culture, which is the main, very important. So as you know, the iron culture started to develop really well. So as the time goes, about 100 BCE, and between the 2nd century of BCE to the 5th century, there was a country known as Buyo Kingdom, and that's from it. Meanwhile, near Buyo, there was also Okja and Toge. Carefully. And this is how the country looks like. At the north, there was the Buyo, and near there's the Goguja, which lasts about 900 years. At the northeast, there's Okja, there's also Nanyang, Daebang, Toge, and at the south, 3 Han, which are known as Mahan, Chinang, and Kangan. Even though there are the iron cultures, the people still use the pottery in Saman. In Mahan, there's also some other creatures as well. So the wrong word. There's also, and that's in Jinhan, and finally there's Pyongan. And that's how it looks like in a grave. And now I'm in Goguja. So I think it's better to read this description in English because 372. And that's the evidence that they accept the Buddhist culture. What's interesting for the Goryeo is that they expand their land very largely. So that's the largest land ever they have, from here to here. So including some areas in China. So that's the history of the Goryeo. Tomorrows in Goryeo. In Tomorrow there are the 4 guardian deities. I think it's better you to read this description. So there are Pekko, which means white pepper, and there's also Chujak, which is the red furnace. That's the red furnace. So Down Chamyo, which is black tortoise and serpent, and Brightly Chamyo, the blue dragon. And that's the National Treasure number 287. It's not real because the real one is in the other places. So that's, I forgot the name. It's Kekje in Korean language. I forgot how to say it in English. That's the replica. And now let's go to Kaya. The good iron production and ironware, so that's the evidence that they have the really amazing iron production. So I say amazing word, some the others as well. And that's the history timeline of the Kaya. So this is the Kaya armor that they use. There are lots of the iron plates that can produce their body. And that's from Kaya to Silla, which is the longest lost country, I'll say. And there's some the Kaya, they also have lots of international exchanges. So that's how it looks like. So that's from Japan and China mainly. There are lots of different cultures for various purposes, such as food harvest, farming, or the others such as hotel and more. There's still lots many reasons, but there's also some of the cultural differences. With lotus design, and there's accepted Buddhism up in 2027. Okay, so that's 10-story pagoda in Gyeongcheonsa, one of the temple. some of the videos that you can see for the description of the Sapgang Grotto is located in Gyeonggi if you want to see the actual however, in the end of the series, so the universe is divided again into later three kingdoms. I'm going to tell you later. Now let's go to the now Korea. How the land after Korea looks like, and the time chronology of the Korea. And that's known as the Korea blue place on the sheet of it. Yeah, so basically the calendar. So there's a lot of that made in Korea. They're very famous in East Asia. So that's how it looks like. I'm gonna show more later. And for the Buddhists, so Buddhists they look less well than the Silla, but however, because they made it in the not by the country but by the county, I would say. Yeah, I'm not sure how to describe it. In the 12th century, there was a military rule and transfer of the capital because the Mongols start to attack the Korea. We are resistant. We try to resist the Mongol invader. And the US started interference from the interference us after war end, which was, I'll say, 1200. However, the King government started to reform the politics, which is not, unfortunately, not completely success. Still be able to be out of the interference from the UN. One, I'll say. And that's one of the copies of the net from the war Soviet, I'll say. After the Buddhists, there was another new thought which was the neo-Confucianism. So it was from that time the new one. The very quietly start to come out, which is like a white one. And now I'm in the Joseon dynasty from the 1392 to 1897. And the timeline of the kings is the Joseon king. And that's basically what happens in Joseon. And that's the one the sample of the Gyeongbokgung's palace, which I visited yesterday before. diplomacy with China. So there's also map between the capital of the China to the capital of the Japan, and between it there's the capital of the Joseon. Yeah. So we also do diplomacy with Japan as well in 16th century, and during that time the King Sejong praised the Korean language. So that's the sample of the dam, which the original is Hongmincheongeum. That's the original name of the Korean language. And that's how they use it in Japan. So that's the replica of the Trason number 838, the water gouge. There's also the replica of Trason number 561 and 843, lake gouge. And that's the replica of the Chinese. From the 16th century, we start to improve the Belgian governance system. So we start with the secret work inspector. We also have the full-size traditional clothing, and we also have the movable type hangar. This is the blue and white porcelain of the 18th and 19th centuries. Unfortunately, it lost from 1896